Add art to your world. Surrealism. An art movement explores the dreamlike and bizarre. Think melting clocks and floating eyes. Fresco painting. An ancient technique involves painting on wet plaster. It's kind of like trying to finish a masterpiece before your coffee gets cold. Cubism. Picasso and friends deconstructed objects into geometric shapes. It's like they took a puzzle, scrambled it up, and said, voila art. Pointillism. A technique uses tiny dots to create a whole image. It's proof that patience and steady hands can create wonders. Mona Lisa Smile. An iconic painting by Leonardo da Vinci is famous for its enigmatic smile. It's like a poker face that we are still trying to figure out what she's thinking. Art has endless possibilities. Top 5 love stories. Think you are romantic? Roman general and Egyptian queen had a romance that shocked empires by their political intrigue and tragic end. It's like Game of Thrones series. Their elopement sparked the Trojan War. It's a story of love, betrayal, and a city under siege, proving the complicated relationships. A legendary musician ventured into the underworld to rescue his beloved, but he failed when looked back. The original tale of forbidden love. Two lovers from Papillon communicated through a crack in wall with a tragic end, same like our phones. Celtic love story involving a Cornish knight and an Irish princess. Their love was sparked by a magical potion and endured trials and tribulations. Which one captured your imagination? Delve into quirky and interesting sports rules. Crickett's LBW rule. Leg before wicket is cricket's way to say don't use your leg as a bat. You will be out. Golf's mulligan. Moving without dribbling is a no-no. It's like trying to walk off with the ball while everyone is dancing to the beat. Basketball traveling rule. There is an unofficial rule where a golfer gets a do-over without penalty. It's like hitting the wrist button. American football's fair catch. If a player waves their arm while catching a punt, they can't be tackled. Everyone has to freeze and respect the signal. Soccer offside rule. Being behind the last defender when the ball is played to you is offside. You are ahead of where you are supposed to be. Flex trap. Which one strike you? Extraordinary skills about motherhood. The art of multitasking. Mother often juggle multiple roles, chef, nurse, and CEO of the household. It's like being the star of a one-person circus. Sleepless nights. The never ending of trying to get sleep is like a marathon. Except the finish line moving and the prize is surviving until coffee time. Toddler negotiations. The daily debates with a tiny human who has mastered the art of no. It's like negotiating with a diplomat who adore cookies. Inventive new ways to hide veggies in meals. It's like being a secret agent on a mission while maintaining a happy face. Mom's vocabulary, the unique language like because I said so and don't make me come over there. These phrases have a secret code between both of you. Tell me more about your skills. 5 adventures of travel tales. Ever fascinating sleeping in a giant freezer? The ice hotel is rebuilding yearly from ice blocks. Don't forget your criminal pajamas. An ancient Incan city is located in the Andes. It's a long hike, but the view is worth. Your social media will thank you. Witnessing the natural light show in Norway or Iceland is like seeing the universe screensaver. The longest railway line in the world, stretching from Moscow to Vladivostok, praying a good book or 10. An impressive experience like sleeping with the fishes. The Maldives hotels offer a unique stay with marine life right outside your window. Don't forget to book your next trip to the Mousion. 5 wonders of the human body. The command center of our body. It uses about 20% of our energy and demands snacks, glucose while running the show. This tireless pump beats about 100,000 times a day. as a dedication. It's like a superhero working 24/7 without taking coffee break. Our body's defense mechanism is like team of ninjas. It's the reason we don't have to worry about every sneeze. It protects us from the elements and helps regulate temperature. It's like wearing a superhero suit. Just don't forget the sunscreen. Our bones are the framework that keeps us upright, and they are stronger than steel. The human body is quite amusing. Which part fascinates you the most? 5 interesting topics about kids. Let's dive in childhood world. Kids can shoot up like weeds in the summer. It's like watching a sunflower bloom. Clink and you'll miss it. Many kids have imaginary friends. These unseen companions are like the ultimate yes men, always agreeing to the wildest adventures. Kids have an unlimited energy. If only we could bottle it up and use it for ourselves. Goodbye morning coffee. The endless string of questions. It's like having a tiny philosopher determined to uncover the universe mysteries. Try to give a kid a cardboard box. It becomes spaceship, castle, or submarine. Their imagination can create extraordinary adventures. Who need expensive toys? Do parenting? Like for more. 5 of historical whimsical tales. Australia once waged war against emus. Humans vs flightless birds. And guess what? The birds won. Cleopatra rolled herself up in a carpet to sneak into Caesar's chamber. The red carpet is only Egyptian trick. Napoleon Bonaparte wasn't actually short. He was in average height for his time. So, it's a historical gossip mill. Greeks used a giant wooden horse to sneak into Troy. The Trojans surprised, oh look, let's wheel the gift inside our walls. Peter the Great of Russia imposed a tax on peers to push a fashion trends. Talk about hairy situation, history or others, like for more. 5 peaks will catch your interest. Everest is the ultimate challenge for climbers. Think you are tough? Prove it. Just don't forget your oxygen mask. This mountain straddles the South Italian border and looks like a postcard. It's the model for Toblerone chocolate. Taste it. This mountain offers a unique trek through multiple climates, from tropical to Arctic. Ready for a world tour without leaving Tanzania? Japan's Sacred Mountain is an active volcano and a symbol of beauty. Climbing it is a pilgrim. So, expect crowded selfie. Stretching from Canada to New Mexico. The Rockies are home to stunning landscape and wildlife. These are a spin-off North American majestic and slightly rugged. Mountains or others, like for more. 5 weirdo about the plant world. Let's branch out into some tremendous. Baobab trees look like they were planted upside down, with roots searching for sky. Think again. Do you have a bad hair? The 3 word giant are so tall, they could use as watchtowers. Just imagine to give one of them a hug. Trees actually talk to each other by underground fungi. Forests have their own social media, but less drama, more roots. Bonsai trees are miniatures, like the pets of the plant world. You know, good things come in small packages. Coastal Guardian protects shores and taking on rising tides, as they have skipped from science fiction movie. Plants or others, like for more. Doomsday fish appears in Mexico. Picture this. Beachgoers in Baja California Sur, Mexico in February 2025 spot this wild fish known as the doomsday fish, just chilling near the shore. They catch it on video and social media goes nuts. Then, bam, another one of these fish washing up on a beach in the Canary Islands, Atlantic Ocean. People start puzzling even more. This fish, the Oarfish, is super long and ribbon-like, stretching up to 11 meters, making it the longest bony fish in the ocean. It's got this bright red dorsal fin running along its body, and a head with red feathery bites, looking straight out of a legend. Unlike most fish, it's swimming by waving its long dorsal fin instead of using its tail fin. Oarfish hang out in deep ocean waters, from 200 to 1000 meters below the surface. They are found in tropical and temperate ocean worldwide, but rarely come up to the surface. They munch on small marine creatures. Despite looking epic, they are harmless to humans. No big teeth or venom. Folks call it the doomsday fish because of Japanese folklore where it's seen as the sea god's place messenger. Legends say its appearance means earthquakes, tsunamis, or the end of the world. After the 2011 Tohoku earthquake and tsunami in Japan, many oarfish were found on beaches, fueling this belief. But science? Nah, no solid proof connecting oarfish sightings to natural disasters. Researchers think it's more about illness, disorientation, or environmental factors. A 2019 study found no strong link between oarfish sightings and earthquakes. The fish likely hit the surface due to sickness, low oxygen, or climate change. So, no, these doomsday sightings aren't predicting the apocalypse. They are more about the fish dealing with their own issue. What do you think about this? How our brain falls into illusion. Scientists figured out why our brains get all tripped up by illusions. You know that expanding whole thing? It looks like it's getting bigger, but it's actually just sitting still. See, optical illusions are like these brain hacks that mess with our eyes. They make us see stuff that ain't there or feel movement in static images. This happens because our brains don't just see things straight up. They interpret visuals based on what we are used to seeing and past experience. Brain entanglements. Illusions usually play tricks on our brains with colors, shadows, or shapes. And now, some smart folks at Flinders University in Australia came up with a model to explain why we see motion in still images, especially that expanding whole. This model shows how our eyes and brains deal with colors contrast to create the motion illusion. This could even help improve AI, medical imaging, and security systems. Turns out, this illusion happens because of how the retina and cerebral cortex team up. Retinal neurons, nerve cells in the retina, send visual info from the eye to the brain through the optic nerve. They act like filters, catching contrast, motion, and colors, and sending signals to the brain to make sense of it. When we look at a high contrast image like the expanding whole, these cells mess up and think contrast is motion, sending that signal to the brain. The cerebral cortex, which interprets visual info, adds meaning to what we see. That's why you don't realize it's a still image. It's a brain's fault. This model could help us to get how human vision works and might even boost AI and medical imaging. Plus, it could improve visual aids for the blind by mimicking human vision. Want to know more about yourself? Some philosophical perplexing thoughts. Existentialism explores the meaning of life and individual freedom. When you constantly ask, why I'm here? Spoiler, there is no easy answer. The allegory of the cave. Plato's famous allegory is about a prisoner in a cave who mistakes shadows for reality. It's like thinking your screen is real life. Utilitarianism, the idea that actions are right if they benefit the majority, like being a party planner who's stuck with cleanup duty. The trolley problem, a moral dilemma where you must decide who is the one you'll save. Life is real stacks and lot more stress. The shape of thesis, a questioning whether an object that has had all its components replaced remains the same objects, typically as you. Want to dive deeper? Stellar spaces mysteries. Ready to blast off? Black holes are cosmic vacuum cleaners. Nothing can escape their gravitational pull, not even light. Exoplanets. These are planets outside our solar system, with over 5,000 discovered. Dark matter. This mysterious stuff makes up about 27% of the universe. yet we can't see or touch it. The Great Red Spot, Jupiter's massive storm that's been raging for centuries. It's universe's longest-running weather report. The Fermi Paradox. With billions of stars in our galaxy alone, you would think we have found some friends, pinballs, but nothing here. Which one tickles your curiosity the most? The beauty of animal kingdoms. Blobfish known for its less appearance but inner beauty. Unfortunately, just a fish turns into bad mascot on service. Sloths have turned laziness into an art form, like a friend who's perpetually late but somehow still endearing. I from Madagascar has a long middle finger used to find insects. It's his way of acting politely before eating. This amphibian never grows up and has a baby face appearance. It's like the Peter Pan of the animal world. Mongolian, the toy reptile, covered in scales. It curls up into a ball when threatened. Ready to hide and seek game? Like for more. Time to know about insects' world. These tiny pollinators are essential for our ecosystems, and they communicate through a waggle dance. The hive buzzing as a tick-tock. These industrious insects can carry up to 50 times their body weight. It's like living in a tiny, highly efficient city where everyone knows their job, known for their distinctive stance and swift hunting skills. They are fierce predators who can even take down birds. These bioluminescent bugs light up nights with their glowing abdomens. It's a natural fireworks show, with more eco-friendly and less noisy. These beautiful insects undergo transformation from caterpillars, like moreover show, where the before and after are worlds apart. Explore the world like for more. Know your fears. The fear of spiders. Those 8-legged freaks are showing up when least expected. Remember, they are more afraid of you. The fear of clowns. I feel you. Nothing fun like a grown person in oversized shoes and a face full of makeup. The fear of flying. It's not the takeoff or landing. It's the 30,000 feet of what-ifs in between. The modern-day nightmare. The fear of being without your mobile phone and search for Wi-Fi. The fear of rain. It's not only raindrops keep falling on your head, but drizzle disaster. Time to good umbrella? Face your fear and like for more.